Welcome back to the Center Court Dome in Flanders, New Jersey, just off the campus of Mount Olive High School, as Pope John Junior Lions 7th and 8th grade lacrosse squad take on the Mount Olive Marauders. Mike Formersano here, calling tonight's scrimmage on this Monday evening in March. We're inside the dome, so no weather conditions. It's a good place to be since the low temperature today is going to be about 28 degrees. So we are at a comfortable 72 here inside the dome. And Pope John getting a goal by Victor Fiore for a 1-0 lead, and then a second tally by Pope John, but it was number 50 scoring for Mount Olive late in the second quarter to make it 2-1. Let's go over the roster while we have a minute for Pope John, even though we don't have the names and numbers. We'll try and fit this in. Number 1 is Malin Sedgwick. Number 2, Ryan Johnson. Number 3, Jonathan Brunier. 4 is Vic Fiore. And again, these numbers are not going to apply tonight as they're just wearing pennies in practice jerseys, but when you get to the regular season, they will. Number 5, Colin Bauman. 7, Connor Clifford. Number 8, Max Labanca. Number 9, Mason Iglesias. 10 is Zach Cash. Number 11, Vincent Jess Maria. Number 12, Kieran Elvin. 14, Tyler Rossi. 17, Emilio Barranco. 18, Charlie Higgins. Number 22, Michael Formersano. 23, Brody Pilek. Or Pilek. We're going to go ahead and get... Is it? Pilek, thank you. Yeah, there's Brody right in front of us, and he's able to go ahead and give me the pronunciation. So, Brody Pilek. Number 25, Ryder Javal. Number 26, Andrew Jessamaria. 28 is Santiago Vargas Ramirez. 29, Johnny Pippa. 34 is Steve Leonard. 36, Hayden Marshall. 38, Eugene or Ryder Merlino. 55, Sutton Fullwood. And the goaltender or goalkeeper for the Pope John Junior Lions is number 72, Michael Morelli. Head coach of the Pope John Junior Lions is Ryan Rigby. Varsity head coach Joe Della Ferra. Assistant coach Joe Buono. Program coordinator Beatrice Pippa. Athletic trainer Gerard Graziano. Athletic director Brian Carlson. I'm Mike Formersano. We are underway here in the second half at the Center Court Dome in Flanders, New Jersey. Pope John leading Mount Olive 2-1 as the Lions move up the field, going right to left in their blue pennies and blue jerseys. Pass comes back to Marshall up top. Looking to break in. Can't do so right now. It's being defended by number 7 for the Marauders. Pass back to Marshall up top. Attack! A pass cross towards the near wing to Clifford. Clifford inside. I believe that's number 21. I think that's Labanca tonight. Well, Mount Olive takes the ball away as the goalkeeper has it. Yeah, number 21 is Labanca. Number 1 for Mount Olive with it. Pass over to number 4. 4 with the long pole for Mount Olive. Back to the goalkeeper. The bounces out of his cross, but nobody around him, so he's able to pick it up. 2-1, Pope John leads. Early stages of the third quarter. Again, we're on the clock here, so we're just running by Mount Olive timekeepers. Here's number 4 for the Marauders, being defended by Labanca. Pope John calling for an offside. Again, with the scrimmage, it's tough to call, and they are going to call it. They're going to say Mount Olive offside there, and so Pope John will gain possession.
Free clear. Take the ball. Guys, these are free clear. Get in the hole. Get in the hole.
I always say,
get set up.
Match up. I was sprinting to go.
Match up.
So Pope John setting up.
Hey, back out. Excellent. I need them to match up. This guy's wide open.
Ball comes in to the Lions on the near side.
Stay with him.
That is Vic Fiore. Fiore with the pass over to number 7 tonight. Being defended by number 38 and 37 for Mount Olive. Fiore in there along with Johnny Pippa. Ball's on the turf. Number 50 tried to pick it up. He's got number 21 on him for Pope John. 50 in the left wing. Pass over to number 8. Comes back up top. Tight defense by Pope John. Here's number 30 from Mount Olive. Coming in on the right side. He goes into the corner. Pass up top to 15 on the right wing. Number 21, defensive play. The shot on goal. He scores. Number 15 for Mount Olive ties the score at 2. Just inside the right post past Borelli. Slipped it in. And number 15 with the tying goal to make it Mount Olive 2, Pope John 2. Deuces wild here in the Center Court Dome in Flanders, New Jersey. Midway stages of the third quarter here in this scrimmage tonight. Again, the Pope John season won't start for a couple more weeks. And we have the Riverlax tournament on the schedule for April 14th. Well, here comes Pope John inside the Mount Olive end. Right to the net. Pass across. That's Marshall. Marshall being defended on the outside. Pass back up top.
Good. Cal here.
Lions have it. Pass goes over to Fiore. Fiore fakes. Pulls back. He's got 49 on him. Over to Connor Clifford. Clifford trying to race around in defense now back to the middle of the field. The shot deflected down by number 39 for Mount Olive, and the Marauders pick it up. Hitting the shoulder by a Pope John defender, and so it will go Mount Olive's way. That was off of Brody Pillock.
Pick it up. Attack!
Well, here's number 3 for Mount Olive. Fiore on him. Pass to number 80, bounces out of his cross, and it gives a chance for Clifford to be able to pick it up. Clifford the other way with it. Now Pope John into the Mount Olive end. Pass in front to LaBanca. Saved by the Mount Olive goalkeeper. Kieran Elvin trying to pick it up. He's got number 38 on him. Goes towards the right wing. Scooped up by the goalkeeper from Mount Olive all the way down the field. Out of the reach of number 50. Pass number 21 for Pope John. He's going to go to the back wall. I believe the Lions are closest.
Hey, go to midline. Go to midline. 5 minutes.
5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. We're tied at 2.
It's our ball. Coach. No, Connor just came out.
Again, don't tell the Pope John or Mount Olive players that this is a scrimmage. They want to win this game. Here's number 21. Knocked down by 50 for Mount Olive, and we have a whistle. And it'll be Pope John possession. Foul on Mount Olive.
Guys, get in the hole!
And the Lions will take the ball the other way. Towards the far wing, this Fiore. Pass into Elvin. Kieran Elvin with it. Knocked out of his cross by number 38 for Mount Olive. And possession goes over to the Marauders. Pope John took an early lead in this game. Fiore with the first goal, and then Pope John added another. But goals by number 50 and 15 for Mount Olive has tied the score at 2 apiece. Number 50 really on the far wing, being defended by number 21 for Pope John. Coming in towards the middle of the field. Pass to the near corner. Number 31 with it for Mount Olive. Behind the net to 66. Comes out to the wing. This number 50. Number 2 trying to intercept for Pope John. Pass goes over to 14 on the near wing. Now into 3. The shot, he faked it. Tried to turn around with it. He didn't get a solid read on his cross. And so the ball bounced out and it goes over to Pope John. Here come the Lions right to the middle of the field. Bounces out of Kieran Elvin's cross and over to number 4. Ball now in the air. It's bouncing off the turf. Here's number 14 with it for Mount Olive. We have a whistle on the play. Well, foul goes on Pope John. A cross check to the helmet, so it'll be Mount Olive possession. There's going to be a penalty. We'll see. I don't think they're calling him at this point in time, but the referee for the game, one of the Mount Olive coaches from the, I believe, the 5th or 6th grade team, going ahead and acting as the official tonight, and he's explaining that, the cross check did happen, obviously. So here are the Marauders on the far sideline, number 82 for Mount Olive. They'll pick it up. Looking to pass it in. Decides against it, gives it to number 2.
Parker!
Back over to 82 on the far wing. On the left-hand side towards the far sideline.
Move the ball! Move the ball!
Time winding down here in this third quarter is number 2. Inside the corner to 37. And possession goes over to Pope John. The ball goes the other way. Seconds remaining here in this third quarter.
Connor, step on. Go for it.
Flip it into the game for Johnny Pippa.
Right here. Step up. Go, Connor, go. Hey, hang right here,
And Pope John will pass it out. Knocked out of his cross by Mount Olive. They have it in the corner.
3, 2, 1. Penalty is released.
The penalty is over. There was a penalty to Pope John, as we were talking about it before. They did actually penalize the Pope John player. So here's number 21. Pass goes over to Fiore. The shot saved by the Mount Olive goalkeeper, and he'll throw it all the way down the field over the head of number 37. And number 21 looking to pick it up there for Pope John. He's got number 8 from Mount Olive on him. Tied at 2 here, late stages of the third quarter. Pope John and Mount Olive. We're actually down to 1 minute remaining in the third. Pass out to number 14 for the Marauders. On the left wing, looking to penetrate inside, gets a blow to the head, and he falls down. Number 8 scoops it up. Now to 14. 14 goes behind Morelli's net. Pass back out.
30 seconds!
Over to 82. 30 seconds remaining here in the third. 82 for Mount Olive looking to move in. He'll come to the middle of the field. Fiore on him. Fiore with a shove to the back. Knocks over 82 and a whistle. I think they're going to penalize Fiore there for that hit. So as we wind down time here in the third quarter.
It's okay. Well, we'll take possession. So what's going to happen?
Well, now they give Mount Olive possession. As the seconds wind down, and there's the end of the third.
Time!
Players don't hear it as the whistle continues on. There is time for the end of the third quarter. And we are tied at 2. Pope John and Mount Olive here in the Center Court Dome in Flanders, New Jersey. We'll be back with fourth quarter action between the Lions and the Marauders right after this.
He like got sandwiched, such like. Wait, did you like go under?
Nice goal, Vic. Who scored the other?
Birdie.
Birdie?
Brody.
Brody?
Keelan, yeah.
Cool, thank you.
Oh yeah, you just scored. Nice job.
Hey, why the hell are you underneath?
Don't let him draw you out too far! Hey, 1 minute. 1 minute on the penalty.
We're man, now it's just size, right?
Apparently. Gotta go this way, guys.
Welcome back to the Center Court Dome in Flanders, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lions, 7th and 8th grade lacrosse. Mike Fortisano here, calling tonight's scrimmage as Pope John is tied with Mount Olive at 2. We head into the fourth quarter. Thanks go out to Vic Fiore letting me know who scored the second goal tonight, and it was Brody Pielick. So Fiore and Pielick with the goals for Pope John tonight, and the goals for Mount Olive, number 50 and number 15. But Pope John penalized to start the fourth quarter as Fiore in the box, and Pope John will be fighting this penalty off. We start the fourth quarter. Pope John going left to right in their blue pennies and blue practice jerseys, and Mount Olive in their red jerseys with white numbers on the back going right to left. Pass into the far corner, number 37 goes behind Morelli's net. 28 over to 82 for Mount Olive. 82 looking to break in, decides against it. Now tries again. He can't get through the Pope John defense. Number 14 with it up top. Pass across to number 2. Back to 14. 14 with the pass into 37. Bounces out and across. It goes into the corner. And it'll be Pope John ball. So the Lions will go the other way with it. And this will do wonders for killing off the penalty against the Lions. Early stages of the fourth quarter. The Lions and Marauders tied at 2. We are inside the center court dome, which is better than being outside of it tonight here in late March. Shot on goal, saved by the goalkeeper for Mount Olive. Goes back to the wing.
Penalties released.
Penalties released, so we're back to full strength.
Oh, we need one.
Somebody go.
Pope John with the ball on the far side. Pass out to number 2. Knocked out of his cross. It goes over to 45 for Pope John. Coming in, the shot saved by the Mount Olive goalkeeper, who's going for the high portion of the net right underneath the crossbar. And the goalkeeper making the save with his cross.
No, Zach, stay.
Now he'll flip it downfield over to number 2. Over his head, and it bounces down to a Pope John defender. Off his stick. Number 2 is able to pick it up for Mount Olive. The shot saved by Morelli. Got a piece of it. And it bounced right in front of the crease. And so Pope John's able to pick it up. Number 2 with it on the far wing. Knocked out of his cross. Number 37 with it now for Mount Olive. Can't get a clean shot off. He goes behind the net. Tried to wrap around a tip. And it goes wide and towards the far sidelines and out of bounds.
Brody, why are you playing attack? Why are you playing offense? Come on.
Pope John will take possession. Comes back to Morelli, bounces out of his stick, goes to number 8. The shot on goal, wide, and it goes towards the corner and out of bounds. So Morelli getting a break there as that ball was knocked down by number 8 for Mount Olive and took a shot at the net. Just wasn't able to tuck it inside the left post. And right on the sidelines here, right between both teams. It's tough to find positioning for camera work tonight, so this is the best spot we chose. But again, right between the Pope John benches and Mount Olive bench. And so I want to thank the coaching staff of both teams for allowing me to film here. Right on top of the action. Here's number 45 coming in on the left wing. He'll go towards the corner. The pass out to the attacker for Pope John. And again, without a number, trying to find out who that is. Davey Fiore, knocked out of his cross, goes over to number 2 for Mount Olive. Here come the Marauders.
Brody, follow.
Brody Pillock is able to knock that loose. And that is Fiore on the right side. Fiore with the shot on goal, just wide and out of bounds on the far sideline, just above the back line. Pope John maintains possession. There's Fiore. Pass into Pillock. Shot goes wide right and out of bounds. And I think Pope John will maintain as they are closest. Again, the roll in lacrosse, if you're closest with the ball going out of bounds on the shot, you get to maintain possession. It's not a situation where ball goes out of bounds, it goes over to the other team. Right in the crease, and the Mount Olive goalkeeper is able to knock that down and take possession. Pass out to number 39 on the far sideline into Pope John territory. Scooped up by number 37, defender on him. Goes out of bounds. 37 with it now for Mount Olive. Racing up the far sideline past Clifford. Formasano with a check on him. Goes behind the net. Picked up by Morelli. He's able to make the save and keep this game a 2-2 tie. Pass to Clifford. Now Pippa in there as well. Johnny Pippa tried to pick it up with the long pole. Ball goes high in the air and picked up by number 39 for Mount Olive. Loses possession. Ball's on the turf. And there's Formasano. Michael Formasano will take it. He raises up. And we've got a timeout. Pope John. And as Formasano was able to come across the half-field line,
I thought
Coach Rigby's able to call a timeout, and we'll take one as well. Midway through the fourth quarter, tied at 2 between Pope John and Mount Olive, and we will be back to the Center Court Dome in Flanders, New Jersey, right after this.
You're in. You're in. Okay, I'm on. Okay, yes. You're still on. You're out. Okay.
Welcome back to the Center Court Dome. Inside tonight, instead of outside where it's freezing cold here in Flanders, New Jersey. Going ahead and playing this game inside at a comfortable 72 degrees, I think all can agree was the better call. Mike Formasano along with you calling tonight's scrimmage between Pope John and Mount Olive. We are tied at 2 midway through the fourth quarter. Again, this is just a scrimmage tonight. You wouldn't know it the way that the players are playing and how they were before the game and the intensity that you see on the field. So Pope John looking to defend their Greater Morris County tournament title last year. They're looking to start the season on April 14th at the Riverlax tournament in Milford, Pennsylvania. Again, we went over the schedule earlier, and if you want to find out, you can either check Sports Engine or go back to the recording in the first half where I go over the schedule of the 10 games. It's a 10-game schedule, 3 at home at Pope John High School and 7 on the road. And again, no confirmation yet on any other tournaments. We've got the Riverlax tournament on the schedule. Nothing about MetLife yet, so I don't know if that's something that has been scheduled this year or Pope John is going to be attending, but right now it's not. So here's Clifford. The pass in. The shot on goal goes wide left. And Mount Olive trying to pick it up. Number 82 with it. Knocked out of his cross. Bounces off the turf, and here is Pope John. Underhand shovel over to Fiore. He's able to take it away from number 7. Fiore trying to pass it in over to number 2. Saved by the Mount Olive goalkeeper. Now here's Clifford. Clifford with the shot. Save again. Knocked down. Number 45. Saved by the Mount Olive goalie, and it's in his equipment. And that happened the last time as well, as it got caught inside the shirt. So Mount Olive goalkeeper able to keep the Marauders tied at 2 here with Pope John. We're midway through the fourth quarter here in Flanders, New Jersey. Just a stone's throw away from Mount Olive High School. It's Mount Olive and Pope John as we head towards the late stages of the fourth. Here's number 21, LeBanca, moving up. LeBanca with the shot, wide left and off the back netting. And Pope John will maintain possession as they were closest to it. LeBanca with the shot just missed the left post. And that would have put Pope John up 3-2. The Lions getting good offensive pressure here in this fourth quarter. It's going to be Mount Olive ball, actually. They say the Marauders are closest. Mount Olive Marauders out of Flanders, New Jersey. Pope John Junior Lions, 7th and 8th grade squad from Sparta, New Jersey. Number 1, the goalkeeper carrying it up over the line, way out of his crease. We're going to find someone to pass it to. He's going to fire it downfield. And it's intercepted by Emilio Barranco. Barranco knocked out of his cross, goes out of bounds. We'll see who gets possession. I think they're saying it's off of Barranco's stick, and so Mount Olive will take over. Good interception by Barranco there. He's able to race it up the field, but it was knocked out of his cross. And Mount Olive will take over.
20 seconds to the man. And then 10 in the ball. 11.
So number 2 will race it into Pope John territory. Does the 360, pass in the corner, and number 50. 50 trying to come baseline, can't do so. Pip is able to knock it clean. And number 45 for Pope John takes over. Right in front of Morelli's net. Dangerous play by Pope John, number 31. And is picked up by the Lions. There's number 45 on the wing. Knocked out of his cross. Scooped up by Mount Olive. And here come the Marauders, number 15. Pass to number 2, just wide. And it comes towards the middle line, on the half-field line. And Pope John's able to pick it up. Lions into Mount Olive territory. The pass in front of number 21. And it goes towards the baseline and out of bounds. We'll see if Pope John's closest. I believe they were. Now it's going to go over to Mount Olive. So Mount Olive will take possession since it's not a shot. That's why. Intercepted by Pope John in front of the shot. He scores! Pope John 3-2 lead. An interception right in front of the goal, and Pope John's able to pick it up. And so we'll try and get the goal scorer there, but right onto the stick of the Pope John attackman. And the Lions with a 3-2 lead. Coming towards the sideline, see who that is. It's Brody Pielick again. Brody with his second goal of the game, and Pope John goes up 3-2. Again, you wouldn't know this was a scrimmage. The intensity between both teams, palpable here. Late stages in the fourth, Pope John able to take the lead again, up 3-2. Mount Olive now is trying to scoop it up. It goes over to number 2 for Pope John. On the left wing, Mount Olive on him. Pass across. It's Kieran Elvin, and it goes out of bounds. Elvin can't scoop it up, and Mount Olive will take possession. Number 14. The Marauders racing upfield, trying to get around Fiore. Stopped there by Pippa. Now comes over to Pope John. Good interception by the Lions. And that is Emilio Baracco, I believe.
Steven, come. Gianni, come.
Comes over to number 7 for Pope John. Stolen away by Mount Olive. And that's it. Time's expired. The Pride has spoken. The Pope John Junior Lions win the scrimmage against Mount Olive. Final score, 3-2. Brody Pielick with a late-stage goal here in the fourth quarter, his second of the game, gives the Lions the victory. And so again, as I said, you wouldn't know this was a scrimmage the way that this game was played tonight. Very competitive on both sides, both Pope John and Mount Olive wanting to win in a scrimmage before the season starts. And if that's a telltale sign, both teams are going to be extremely successful this season. So, Vic Fiore with a goal, Brody Pielick with 2, including the game winner for Mount Olive. Goals by number 50 and number 15. And the goalkeeper for Mount Olive, number 1, played a great game, along with Michael Morelli for Pope John. Handshakes at midfield. Pope John wins this scrimmage here inside the center court dome tonight. 3-2 over the Mount Olive Marauders. So, this is it for a couple of weeks. We'll have the Easter break. And then after the Easter break, the first games on the schedule will be a tournament. The Riverlax tournament in Milford, Pennsylvania at Delaware Valley High School. Please join us for that on Sunday, April 14th. And then the first game of the regular season will be home at Pope John High School the next day, Monday, April 15th, against the Chester Bulldogs. That's scheduled for 4 p.m. So for everyone here in the Center Court Dome in Flanders, New Jersey, it's Mike Formasano saying thanks for joining us. Final score once again, the Pope John Junior Lions defend their first game and first scrimmage of the season. They defeat the Mount Olive Marauders 3-2. Have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.